Hello students, good morning all of you. Today I Rabindra Mohan Mishra from Sri Jagdamba Sanskrit College Batho am taking the class of Shastri second. Today we see the summary of Act 2 Scene 6 of play Merchant of Venice. Earlier we have seen the summary of scene first, second, third, fourth, and fifth of Act second, and scene first, second, third of Act first. This scene is just in front of Shylock's house. According to plan, Gracino and Celerio arrives at Shylock's house in their costumes with the other members of Lorenzo's party. Only Lorenzo is late. Gracino crassly explains his belief that lovers are most interested when they are chasing their beloved and tend to lose interest after the wooing has been successful and the relationship consummated. Gracino, the Venetian nobleman, again display his basic vulgarity, casually commenting that he thinks this relationship between Lorenzo and Jessica may run out of steam even as Jessica prepares to forsake everything for Lorenzo's love. Gracino and Celerino are waiting for Lorenzo, who is late. Gracino and Celerino meet Lorenzo outside Shylock's house, speaking about the wonders of love to pass the time because Lorenzo is late. However, Gracino and Celerino feel that lovers are very good with their promises. The men wonder at the situation as often lovers enjoy the chase, but then the love wanes once the relationship is consummated. When Lorenzo arrives, he is apologizing for being late. Lorenzo asks them to keep watch. He tells them that as they are helping him, if they require, someday he will also help them in stealing wives. He calls for Jessica, who arrives on the balcony dressed as a pig. Jessica appears above disguised as a boy and laments her having to dress as a boy in front of her love. She is very ashamed of her appearance, but they exchange greetings. Jessica tosses down a box of treasure, treasures. Jessica throws down a chest filled with gold and jewels. She is also feeling guilty for stealing her father's jewels. However, she justifies her action by claiming that lovers commit such follies. Her embarrassment continues when Lorenzo informs us that she has to be his torchbearer. She is embraced by her appearance as a boy, but she believes it is safer for her to travel in disguise. She gets scared at the light might reveal her identity. Nevertheless, Lorenzo convinces her to come and she takes some of her father's ducat before eloping with him. Jessica is sacred to be Lorenzo's torchbearer as she worries what people would think of her. Lorenzo reassures her she is lovely anyway. Jessica returns to the house to lock up the house. When she goes back into the house to collect a little more money, she feels herself guilty. Gracino tells Lorenzo that Jessica cannot be a jade for she is too nice. Gracino says she is a gentle and no jade. Lorenzo describes how he loves her for her wisdom, fairness, and loyalty. When Jessica returns and she, Lorenzo, and Sereno leave for the masquerade, while Gracino remains behind, Antonio comes searching for Gracino and is telling Gracino that the winds are right and Bassanio is setting sail immediately. He informs him that Bassanio's feast has been cancelled as it was informed that the winds were favorable for sailing towards Belmont. Bassanio's masquerade has been cancelled because the winds have changed and Bassanio is ready to depart. So Gracino is off to join the voyage. Gracino is also eager to sail with Bassanio to Belmont. While Jessica expected to lose her father and Jewishness through marriage, Lorenzo's jokes implies that escaping one's family is not so easy. Jessica, lowering the mercy from the same window she uses to escape, makes the equation between marriage and wealth all the more explicit. Lorenzo assures her that she looks beautiful and urges her to hurry. They are expected at Bassanio's. Gracino, ever a cynic, compares love to banquet. In other words, once lovers have had their fill to each other, their desire is not as strong as it once was. Lorenzo shows up just then, claiming it was his business that made him late. Lorenzo and Jessica happily exchange a few sweet words. Lorenzo says her she looks hot in her disguise and tell her to come down and hold the lamp since she is supposed to pretend she is a hired torchbearer. Lorenzo takes her styling as an opportunity to detail what he loves about her, namely her wisdom, beauty, and honesty. Jessica finally comes downstairs and lives with Lorenzo and Sereno. Gracino is just behind him, ever convenient for Antonio to stumble upon as he wanders in himself at that very moment, wondering where all himself at that very moment, wondering where all of his buddies have gone. Antonio says everyone waiting for Gracino. There have been a change of plans. There will be no mosque tonight. Instead, they are all headed for Belmont so Bassino can land himself a rich wife. Gracino then quips with that young men newly in love are like a rich ship embarking on a new and exciting sea journey, but whose sail soon become wrecked when they are tossed around the ocean by violent winds. Love is rough, and things between Jessica and Lorenzo will probably end badly. The Christian are much more readily accepting of Jessica than they are of Shiloh, as Gracino's declaration of Jessica's status as a gentile or gentle, a biblical word commonly used to describe non-Jew, indicates he had just met her, observed her in a window for a few minutes, and reached this conclusion. As a woman, especially a woman who intended to convert and marry a Christian man, Jessica may be subject to different standards than her father faces. Gracino's assessment of her may also be a comment on her other positive characteristics. She is clearly brave as she is willing to take a tremendous risk, leave her family, her society, and her culture to be with the man she loves. She generously brings as much